It's June, so happy Pride Month. If I were a regular guy, I'd be so insulted by the version of Pride that has been hijacked by the crazies, because I guess woke is not dead. It's actually alive and well, and the weirdos are doubling down on it. I went down the most fascinating rabbit hole the other day. Let me introduce you to the UNHCR, the UN Refugee Agency. Their handle is @refugees. They have 2.7 million followers on X, and the Dems eat up their propaganda for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's basically like two delusional besties telling each other exactly in the comments. It's hilarious. They do represent like the UN, which is incredibly embarrassing to everyone. I want to run through some of their posts for Pride Month. We will start with say no to homophobia, say no to biphobia, say no to transphobia, say no to intersex phobia, say no to discrimination, say no to persecution, say no to all the reasons LGBTQ plus people are forced to flee. The caption is, during Pride and every day, LGBTQ plus refugee rights are human rights. No exceptions, no compromise, no discrimination. Okay, what a great message. Why don't they tell it to all the countries that kill people for being trans, that don't have gay rights? Oh, wait, no, they support those countries and their governments. And then they post, seeking asylum is a human right. So in these posts, what's fascinating about this is there's actually acknowledgement that the LGBTQXYZ people, they have to flee. That the culture in these countries, in many countries, is to not accept gay people. And it is so bad, the culture, that they cannot safely live there. Okay, so they seem to be advocating for gay people's safety, right? Everyone should have the freedom to be safe in their own country. Yeah. Well, then what's happening? Well, it's other ideologies outside of the West that don't agree. Not people in the West. So why are you preaching to the people in the West? Go share that message to the people in Palestine that you love so much. It's these cultures that these people are letting in, Islam and communism, that they're embracing, that believe this stuff. So why are you embracing it? And okay, so here's where it gets good. They post, seeking safety is a human right for everyone, everywhere. Solidarity with Afghanistan, DR Congo, Iran, Lebanon, Myanmar, Palestine, Sudan, Syria, Ukraine, Yemen. Protection and dignity for all displaced people everywhere. Okay, then why the fuck are you standing in solidarity with the countries that kill their citizens for being gay? The math is not mathing. Why is the UN supporting governments and countries that actually persecute people for being gay and kill them and use Sharia law as an excuse to do so? And it's not just a few random people in charge of these countries that enforce this. No, it's their culture. It's what they're taught from a young age. It's their norm. So if you want to stand in solidarity with the people, you stand against the governments. There's also 93 million people in Iran. You want them all to come to the West because it's a human right? How's that going to work? You thought through that one? No, of course not. The UNHCR is meant to promote and protect human rights. Okay, well, why did an estimated 30 members of UN staff partake in October 7th? The UN gives seats to China, Cuba, Venezuela, Russia, Iran, Iraq, Syria, Sudan. The list is long. And then those oppressive regimes get to vote against what the free countries do. The UN rewards terrorism, which does not help the people of the countries. It further oppresses them. The way in which these people justify their virtue signaling is level 10 retarded. It takes basic critical thinking skills to destroy this way of thought, but people would rather say things to feel good about themselves than think critically and come up with tangible solutions to the problems at hand. It feels better to just say, you stand with gay people being persecuted instead of working through why they're being persecuted, which is almost always due to communism and Islamic ideologies. The two ideologies that the left in the West are embracing. And then if you're a critical thinker, you go to the next step. Well, what about Islamic teachings is it that's killing gay people? Why can't people be openly gay in communist countries? Oh, well, turns out Islam is not just a religion, it's a culture. And in that culture, extremist ideas take hold because there's a cultural issue. And the silent majority do not stand up and fight against the extremism because it's against their culture to do so. And then you have communism that's designed to oppress, and it takes power from the people and it hands it to a small group of individuals. The way it's structured is to reward power-hungry people, and power-hungry people are usually morally bankrupt. And then we put our critical thinking hat on again and say, well, there's hundreds of millions of people suffering under these ideologies. We cannot open up our countries in the West and let everyone in because of obvious reasons. If that needs to be explained to you, I don't think I can help you. But clearly there's a major cultural difference as the people have tolerated and allowed for these radical ideas to lead their cultures. Whereas we in the West have not allowed for that to happen. We built our norms, we built our culture. We fought and died for it. So then it's, okay, how can we empower others to change their cultures as well? A good start would be not supporting and siding with governments that oppress their people. And then you come back full circle and say, oh, this actually has nothing to do with supporting gay people or women or minority groups or whatever the Soros-funded flavor of the week is. And you realize that it's about people in the West wanting to virtue signal because they aren't smart enough to understand or think through the above, how and why we have the freedoms that we do. And then they march for terrorists and side with communists. It's a really incredible thing to watch.